Hold on. Do not get this ID in Canada yet. Are you sure you know the pros and cons of getting this government-issued ID in Canada? Stay through with me to the end and then decide for yourself if you still want to get this ID in Canada. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edwina. If you are new here, you are so welcome. Kindly feel at home, hit the subscribe button and be part of this lovely family. If you are a returning subscriber, oh my, you mean a lot to me, and thank you for coming back. If you're a newcomer in Canada, one of the easiest and fastest government issued IDs to get is the provincial photo IDs. It is very easy to get the provincial photo ID. But do we really take our time to find out the pros and cons of having this ID card? I have personally met people with this ID who did not know what I am coming to tell you today before they had the ID. Now, you realize that if you are new in Canada, sometimes you try to open a bank account and they ask for a government issued ID. Sometimes you try to do some transactions, you try to register for something, and they require you to have a Canadian government issued ID. And one that comes to mind first, it comes to mind first because it's the easiest to get. You can actually walk into any Service Canada office and you present your document and a photo will be taken of you. You pay $35 for the ID and then you get it. That day you're actually given a temporary one, and then later the ID will be mailed to your address. But once you get the temporary one, you're able to use it for any purpose that you need the ID for. Another reason why people want to get this ID is that they do not want to be carrying their passports around everywhere they go, because if you are new in Canada, probably the only ID you have which is recognized here may be your passport. You wouldn't like to be going everywhere with your passport on you, because I mean you have to protect it and make sure you do not lose it. Yeah, so that is why you may consider getting this provincial photo ID. But do you really need to get this provincial photo ID? What does it mean to get this provincial photo ID? What are the pros and the cons that come with it? And what are the reasons why I will advise you not to get the provincial photo ID yet? Now, let's look at this. Every province has this provincial photo ID, right? But because I am in Ontario, I am going to be using the Ontario photo ID more. You want to verify and be sure that the information I'm giving here also applies to the province you find yourself in. Thank you. You go to the Service Ontario website, it talks about the Ontario photo card, and it says that the Ontario photo card is a wallet-sized card that provides government-issued identification to those Ontarians who do not have a driver's license, making it easier for them to do things such as open a bank account and any other activities that require official identification. So if you are a temporary resident in Ontario and you require a government issued ID either to open a bank account or for any other identification purposes, this is one of the cards that you would be advised to get. Now, did we really pay attention to the fact that the information we just read said that this card is issued to Ontarians who do not have a driver's license? Okay, so it is issued to people who do not have a driver's license. Currently, the cost of this photo ID is $35, okay, and it is valid for 5 years. Now, what do you need to know about the Ontario photo ID? So this card can be used for day-to-day business transactions. It can be used as a proof of identity for domestic travel, It cannot be used for international travels. And then an Ontario photo ID card and a driver's license or a photo ID card from Ontario or another province, state or country cannot be held at the same time. Let me take this again. Let's pay attention. It says that an Ontario photo ID card and a driver's license or a photo ID card from Ontario or another province, state, or country cannot be held at the same time. So this bit of the information is what we are mostly not aware of. Now, if you are getting an Ontario photo ID, this information is telling you that you cannot have this Ontario photo ID with your driver's license. So now you came into this country probably as an international student, okay? And when coming, you brought your international driving license, or you brought your driving license from your home country, and also probably brought your driving extract. Now, why did you bring this in the first place? Why did you bring your driver's license and the extract from your home country in the first place? You brought these to enable you gain some points in Canada so that applying for a driver's license in Canada is faster for you. Now, in Canada, if you have not driven before and you have to apply for a driving license, it takes a very long time. You first need to write the theory test, which gives you a G1 license, that is the practice license, after which you wait for 12 months before you are allowed to do a driving test. That is if you do not go to a driving school. If you go to a recognized driving school, after getting the G1, you can do the practical driving test in 8 months' time. Now, this is it. If you have driving experience from your home country, at least 2 years plus driving experience from your home country, after the G1, you can move on straight ahead to take the test without waiting for all these number of months. Okay, so that is why we advise that you come from your home country with your driving license and the driving extract or an authentication letter from your driving agency in your home country that you are coming from. Okay, and this is supposed to enable you get the Canadian driver's license faster because you already have years of driving experience from your home country. Now, so you just came in with your driving license and the extract, and you need a government issued ID, and you are being advised to do this provincial photo ID because that is the fastest and the easiest to get. We just read that you cannot have this ID with your driver's license, and it said that even from another country. Okay, so what this means is at the point of going for this provincial photo ID, the driver's license you brought from your home country is going to be taken from you. At the point of getting this provincial ID, the driver's license you brought from your home country to help you get your Canadian driver's license earlier will be taken away from you. And what would that mean to you? Okay, it defeats the purpose why you brought the driver's license and the extract in the first place. It defeats the purpose. Once you go first to take this provincial ID, your driver's license is taken from you, and it defeats the purpose why you brought it here in the first place. So that is why I will tell you not to get this ID. I would rather advise that once you get in here, learn for your theory, go and write the theory and get your G1, which is also an ID. The J1 is a government issued ID, and that you get it just after you pass your theory test. I hope I am clear. So this is what I'm saying. I want us all to understand this. If you have gotten it, good for you. You have driving experience in your home country. Yeah. You are coming into Canada. You want to claim that number of years experience you have to enable you process your Canadian driver's license faster. That is why you're coming with your driver's license and the extract, right? Yeah. Now you get to Canada and you try to do some transactions, or you go to school orientation and you are told that the fastest and easiest government issued ID you can get here is the provincial photo ID. So you are considering going to get that. And I am telling you to hold on, don't get it yet. Because when you proceed there, the driver's license you brought from your home country to help you get the Canadian driver's license is going to be taken from you. They are not going to give it back to you. It's going to be taken from you, and you'll be given the provincial card. Now, yes, you have a government issued ID, but then what happens when you want to get a Canadian driver's license? You will be treated as someone with no driving experience. You would have to go through the process all over again. You would have to do the theory, wait for the either 12 months or 8 months. 8 months if you go to a recognized driving school, and 12 months if you do not, to do the practicals for the G2. Okay. Another thing there is even that after getting the provincial card, when you proceed shortly to get the J1, at that time the provincial card will also be taken away from you. At that time that you are going to get your J1, the provincial card you want to get will be taken from you, because you simply cannot hold these two IDs in Canada. It is as simple as that. You cannot hold a provincial card in addition to your driver's license in Canada. You cannot hold these two IDs together in Canada. It should be one at every point in time. You cannot have the two. So if you have this and you are going to get that, the other will be taken from you, and the other way around. I hope I am clear now. Yes. So if you come in new, instead of running to Service Ontario or Service Canada to get a provincial ID, give yourself like a week. Learn the road test. I mean, there is a book you can get from Canada Post. There are samples online. Learn it. Go and write your theory and get your J1, which is also a recognized government issued ID in Canada. You can use your J1 at the banks, anywhere. I mean, that is what most people here use. Anywhere, and it is recognized as a government issued ID. Either than that, you risk losing the driver's license you brought from your home country. You will go and pay $35 for the provincial card, and if you decide to go through the driver's license process shortly after that, you are going to lose the provincial card too. It means that you just threw some $35 away, and you also threw all the years of driving experience you brought from your home country away, because you need to go through the process all over like you've not driven before. If this is the case, then who should get a provincial photo ID? Who should get a provincial photo ID? Knowing all what we just went through now, if you do not have any prior driving experience, you do not have any driver's license from wherever you are coming from, and you want to get a government issued ID in Canada, then the provincial ID may be of benefit to you because you have nothing to lose. You do not have any driver's license to lose. You do not have any driving experience to lose. Okay, even with that, if you intend to get the Canadian driver's license ASAP, as soon as possible, I would still advise that you go and write the theory test and get the G1. Because once you learn for the theory and you go and write that test, you get the G1. It doesn't take long to get that one either. Okay, so if you do not have prior driving knowledge, or you did not come in with a driver's license because you've never driven and have no driving experience, but you intend to get a driver's license in Canada as soon as possible, instead of going for the provincial photo ID, rather go for your G1. Okay, unless for someone who has no intention of getting a Canadian driver's license anytime soon. If you have no intention of getting a Canadian driver's license anytime soon, then that's great for you. The provincial photo ID works perfectly for you. If you have no intention of getting the Canadian driver's license, or you are in a position where you cannot drive, so for you there's no way you are going to get a driver's license, then the provincial photo ID works perfectly for you. So knowing all what we know now, I am sure that we can all assess whether we need the provincial ID or not, knowing the pros and the cons of having this ID, what we stand to gain and what we stand to lose from getting this provincial ID card. Before you take any information from this video and act on it, please make sure to make your own due diligence by verifying any information I said here. Okay, so you want to go and read more about it and verify it for yourself before you take any information here and use it for personal use. Thank you so much for staying with me through to this time. If you have actually stayed with me through to this time, I am sure you've gotten some value or some information from this video. Kindly do well to press the like button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. If you are not in Canada yet and you are considering coming to Canada, I am sure you have also learned a thing or two from this video. If you know how to drive in your home country, please do well to come with your driver's license and your driver's extract to enable you get the Canadian driver's license faster, to enable you use the number of years experience you have in your home country to your advantage. Thank you all and have a lovely day. Bye.